We ain't live yet.
Faster.
Alright. Yo, what's up my brothers, sisters, my sons and daughters? What's poppin'? We are back with another video. We are back live with Final Fantasy. I'm not sure which one. I think it's 16. I'm not good with Roman numerals, but you know, we're back. So, I know it's been a minute since I've recorded, and the last recording I did was Last of Us Part 2, which I will get back to. It's just been hard to record with middleman starting school.
Time to fight. Get him.
And then we've all been sick for about a fucking month, and it just keeps getting passed back and forth between us. Like, I'm still a little bit, that's why I haven't recorded. But I figured it's been a minute, so I should probably record something. So we're just gonna do a little live Final Fantasy again. It's been a minute. So, that's what we're gonna do today. But trying to come up with a schedule to actually record with little man starting school and everything, it's been kind of difficult to fucking do. So. Trying to come up with a schedule to actually record. Alright. I had to start music. I'm back.
Run like the wind.
This way. Nope, not done. And since I've been gone from this game so long, I have that fucking ring that helps with dodge and everything again. Apparently it wasn't needed.
Come on. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll get back to Last of Us Part 2, maybe this week, maybe next week, I don't entirely know. The recording's gonna have to be around fucking,
We've got company.
Saturdays and Fridays.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off. This one. Get him.
My veins like a shotgun tailspin airplane. I'm on YouTube, I can't do this. But, you know, it happens. I got saved in the same red river. The same red river tried to drown me.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
I hear I have to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
Uh-huh.
Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
There are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
My uncle.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
That's funny.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
That's funny.
Trust
Alright.
Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
We shall. After I do these other 2 quests I got. Not that one. This one. And then this one. Got time. Since you know it. I talked to me going out. I hope she was staying. I really need to stop singing.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Moonlit hiding stars were shining when there's love and light. Ay, ay, ay.
mopping their brows. Those things I see.
Please, teach
You
me how
alright?
to fight.
What's that? Okay. There we are.
Ready, go?
Anyways, I hope you guys have been having a good time with whatever you're doing. I mean, I never have anyone really join me in these lives, so I just do whatever and talk to myself pretty much. It's very rare that somebody else freaking joins me. I could wipe you out, and I'm going to, just because. Whoa!
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a
Really?
giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
That's my right hand.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? This one.
Okay.
No.
It's not what I thought it was, but okay.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
He's a good boy. He's so happy.
I say that answers my question.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you?
Yeah,
A very
he's a big puppy. He's a good boy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Let me pet the good boy. Yes, that's the good boy. After completing the main objective of some quest, you may be given the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination. If you see a prompt in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly awaiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory, and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled. Okay.
Cool.
I would, but I have one more thing to do.
There's talk that the glass gate.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
God hand whipping on my spine. Branded now. I don't wanna be the last man standing.
Did you hear that? The gate's dead.
I want to see. It's all right.
What am I going to do without sweet water and olive talc? Still.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the... Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Really?
Tell
Nah.
Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
Wifey is journeying with me, not you.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Yes. I will be right back. And we're back.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
it told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a...
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. Me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his nag.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
I feel like there's gonna be another quest for him.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
So damn cool.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting.
What we got going on here?
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
I honestly
Before
love...
you go,
Rude.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Anyways, as I was saying before Otto rudely interrupted me, I honestly love this game. Like, the storytelling is fucking amazing. Even in the side quests, it's amazing.
Nick told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped him
like a lot of games, they don't really do much story and side quests, but this one they're putting effort in, and it's fucking
Sorry
cool.
for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so good.
Even so,
I think, but it's not so that up. Hey,
I'll
thanks,
be
Clive.
back.
I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
you'll be happy to.
And I'll see you coming.
All right. I will.
back, are you? What do you want? Anything else?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way. For your...
Ah, do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you describe Torgal as having used.
Off, I mean.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Okay, I still have one more side quest. I should do it.
He cracked the crystal too.
Yes! Gonna have to go.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
shortly. Right. Well, not shortly. I got plenty of time still, but. Wait, how the fuck did I get over there? I don't remember. Right. Stairs. Somewhere.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? Yeah. He said it was some sort of...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Here for another of my lectures. Allow me to educate you.
By speaking with the inner hideaways, map room, Clive confused, state of the realm, learn more about the current going-ons, and revisit any of the Nine Tales past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationship of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
Of course.
The Grand Cast, here you can view a detailed visualization of characters' relationships in Final Fantasy XVI, the updates as you progress through them. Okay. Inner voice, all new features all new features now accessible by viewing the Grand Cast, and the inner voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart. This is pointless.
Very good.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Wish I could take one of our birds for a ride.
Where the fuck am I going? Okay.
Think Mid might need some help.
There we go.
Well, that's it then. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impure, which is why.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper.
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university store. You pour the blackest blight water. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be, and do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
Would have gone me.
Alright.
Thank you kindly.
Alright. Last side quest and its main quest. Oh, another hunt. Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an iambic of echoes, but was firm in her instances that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Where's it at? The Crook of Sand. Okay. More at your I love this song. She's running away. It's just night. You've got an appetite. Look, she's running a page. I'm falling in love. She's running away.
Thanks, Gal.
Get my answer tonight. We do this every time. Oh, you got an appetite. Bomb King! There you are!
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
member! Sweet!
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
Now I can get my fucking Excalibur too.
This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Oh. There's more.
That should do it. The wine needs more than this.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep... You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this...
Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Malembic.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of...
There's no need. The good it will...
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of...
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well...
That's the spirit. Leave it.
Cool. More potions. Not that I've been using them. I have been walking in this rainstorm all day, and I have to do it some more.
It certainly feels more...
It's getting cold.
Flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you.
No, for supporting Midden. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more...
Let me go get my Excalibur, then we'll start the main mission.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did?
This ain't right.
Clive? What's that for you, dear? Should last you a good while. And?
There we go, Excalibur. Now, onward to the main mission.
Come on.
Let's give it a shot.
Straight home.
Let's
now.
give it a try.
Get him. Sick him. This one. Get him. Go for it. Slow.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Oh, hello.
Get him. Too slow. Over here.
There we go. Anyone else? She's running away. Do-do. She's running away. And yeah, we're gonna switch to Garuda. Gouge. Ariel. Gouge. We'll do that. Holy shit, that looks amazing.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
Oh.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, Perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
So. Okay, never mind, I'll wait.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are
Fact.
the words of a god.
Bullshit.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
You got yourself a fucking god complex and you need to be put in your place.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another?
Of Ultima, perhaps.
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
Bitch.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
I like him.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Ooh. Ooh. I sense a fight with Bahamut is coming too, though.
The Boklab markets are to the north.
Which will be
We just need to hop the
interesting.
coast. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Okay, onward.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without them.
Over here!
This one.
Over here! Go, over here!
Deathly Embrace is supposed to launch them in the air. Why is it not doing that? Or I'm mistaken. Okay. Launches me in the air. So, in order for me to do this, I'm curious if I can get this trophy is all. I will need Rising Flames. There's a trophy I'm curious about trying to get.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Peaches and pears. Weights and...
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Where are you, Goots?
Come, taste my peaches.
Pet the dog.
They're sweet as nectar.
Get it, boy.
Yes.
When did you get so?
Yes.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Juicy pears.
There he is.
Break your thirst without a crystal.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
Yep.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where. I've got a pal in Buck lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is...
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
It's next to the checkpoint.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a... Well met. Thank you. Farewell.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
I like Goots.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Please do.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen.
Don't really have a
Catch
choice.
whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
Good.
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
I'm still getting hit with that random bullshit.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved.
Thank you. We will.
Okay. Next.
I'll take the large one.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Fish for sale! Fresh salted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this is a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
You should start with the children around here, then.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Yeah.
You won't find anything.
20.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't happening.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
Oh, God.
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Traders pass.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job. doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very...
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. I wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
There you are.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? And you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
There we go.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with Gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
So?
What else? We find the cast stop. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Lateney's Cleft.
To Lateney's Cleft, then.
Prioritize!
Lateney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
I'll be posted up right here in sleet, hail, snow, but until then... My fiance is playing one of my songs. My favorite songs. Sorry. Couldn't resist that one.
There are no crystals here. That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
More!
We got company! That's the lot.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Turn my luck, she's turning the page. I'm falling in love, she's running away. Calling her bluff, or am I causing her pain?
Not a bad haul today, eh? Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural born, especially... It'll be a shame when they chop them off. But till...
Scum. The leaders of the caste.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck! It's that guard from Bocklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
Get him!
And they say crime doesn't pay.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was...
We should go and give Eloise the good...
Of course. Oh, and
We'll be glad to.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly, would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
Sure.
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is...
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Yeah, 9 million, you watch your mind.
Right then.
And now, there's side quest.
Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you happen to... That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend?
Well, being some... And should you accept, well...
My arms are yours.
One...
But where are we going?
Along the... Quickly!
Wait. I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Water for hire. Best service.
I see you've been of...
Perhaps.
Fine, I was griping about now...
Any idea where his...
Joseph...
Can't...
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion. Bloody crews and caravans, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
If I knew arrival...
Now I just need to see about getting the word out. Bad news.
Good, only 20.
So I've heard.
Oh, gent, would you park? So you won't... Is free? Stop by.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All three are... Yeah.
That's me. If he's from there to the floods...
Carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Peaks and peas.
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops next to the
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Are you Milan?
That's the east. One come, we get mile. Anyway.
Finish that. I'm not reading all that. I'm on a time limit.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Let us through! I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be got.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist.
The innkeeper sent me.
Oh, plenty. We'll need, you know.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine. I spoke to you.
That's fantastic news, been over.
How so?
Well, I didn't know. And right.
If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like...
Okay, I'm not, like I said, I'm on a time limit. There's a lot of talking in this, it looks like.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going. The crystalline dominion is our only chance.
What do you want?
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through?
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking.
Which way did he...
I'll get off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you. This one.
Are you hurt?
Happily not. More important. Come.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum,
Shh, now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you. Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here.
Goblins?
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Get him! This one. Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Not bad. Really?
All right then. Who's first?
Too easy.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin. As Moss tells us, back in reach, alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. Though I live in hope that we must not dwell upon such things. There is onward. History awaits.
Bro, stop running. Great, now we gotta deal with Fallen. The Fallen. Whatever the fuck they are. Yep. I fucking knew it.
He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Bro, stop running. Do not do it again.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once and once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field, though Moss he offers little in the way of could the construct. Alas, all is mere speculation.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are
Facts.
right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really... You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musing, and so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned when...
Fine.
Okay. Are we done?
And so ends it here. Your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra.
Thank you.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Porter for hire. best service.
Joseph's fine. We'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, thank you for putting my...
There we go. That is it. Yep. Okay, onward. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright.
Peaches and pears. Peaks and
Come on, come on!
Caravan stops next.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
You gonna do an apprenticeship or something then?
You are good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fed.
You stick at it then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
Goots is so... Goots has a heart of gold, man! Just a big loof.
All right.
Big, lovable lug.
We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
But mercenaries...
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force is going to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
He ain't wrong.
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to
I hate this bitch.
Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
I want her to die. Severely. As far as I'm concerned, she's a whore who just uses her title to stay in power.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, And as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Thank you. Thank you, Dion. Thank you. You're damn right it's a wolf.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
When they're afraid, they turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, Torgal?
What is it, boy?
Quickly! Run!
What's happening?
I don't know.
Let's go find out.
Torgal.
Damn.
This way.
That dog got hops. Damn, that dog's got hops. Time to run. Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Guard, watchman, or sentry is to be slain on sight.
But spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
Yep, I'm about to fight Bahamut.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right.
That's actually gonna put a wrench in Joseph's
Goots.
plans. Joshua's plans. It's gonna throw a wrench in it. Ah, shit.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
It's
There we go.
around! Quickly! Cut them down! Titan! This one.
What is this then? A civil war?
Pretty much.
Never thought. Be glad to fall into a sewer.
Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain.
One moment.
Then all that remains.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to finish this before I leave.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go. Ah, a goods lift.
Where in Krieger's name did you come from?
What the?
Over here!
Okay, where to? I don't know where I'm going. I came from this way, so we're going this way. But where?
Damn it. We'll have to find a way around.
There we go.
Stop! In the name of His Highness!
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
All I gotta say is Goots better not die. We already lost Sid. I don't need to lose Goots too, because Goots is too damn good of a soul to lose.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Slow. Throw to him.
Yeah, I'm not finishing it. I'm gonna save it right here. If it lets me. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I gotta get off here. I gotta get my little one, and that's it for today. Till tonight, maybe, I don't know. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out.